Right, we're going to create the USB body. So we need to go File, New. We need a new part. We can't make an assembly until we've got parts to assemble. So we go OK. First thing we need to do is make sure we're in millimeters, which is this one here. Obviously I am in millimeters already. Next thing we need to do is select one of the planes that we're going to draw on. We're going to go onto the top plane. So click on this icon, click on the sketch tool, click on the center rectangle, and then we're going to go to the middle of this orange arrow. Click on the dot, drag out, click anywhere. Then we're going to go to the dimensioning tool. This you're going to use a lot, the dimensioning tool. Click on the line, click to the left of it, type in 20 and tick. Click on the bottom line, click away from it, type 40 and tick. Finish dimensioning there. If we hit, we scroll with our middle mouse, we can move in. The other thing we do is hit the F key, which will make it fit to screen. We now need the circle tool. Now we're going to get the circle over on this side where the orange dot appears. We're going to click in the center of the circle there, and we're going to come over here and we're going to click in the center of this line here. Press F again to fit. Right, we now need to go out to our trim tool. Oops. We need to go to our trim tool. If we go trim to closest, we can click a line we don't want, or if we do the power trim, if I click with my mouse and move my mouse, anything I now go through I will delete. So if I click my mouse again and go through that corner there, I could get rid of these if I wanted to. It doesn't matter if I leave them or not. Finish trimming. I now need to go to Features and Extrude. I'm going to put a dimension in here of 4 millimeters. That means we've got our sketch, and we brought our sketch up by 4 millimeters to make a solid object. We're going to shell this out here. So we select the top face, we go to this tool here called Shell, and we put in a dimension of 0.8 of a millimeter. So there we are. We've forgotten to do something. I've forgotten to put these angles on here. So if I right click on here and delete this, I'll go back to where we should be. Click on Fillet, click on Chamfer. This needs to be a 2 millimeter chamfer. Put 2 in and enter. Then come over here and select an edge. If you accidentally click on the wrong thing, which is this face here, we don't want the face, we can click on the face again to turn it off, then we can click on the edge that we do need. So tick that. Right, we now need to add this shell again. So if we click on that, go back to shell, 0.8 is still in there, and tick. That's better. That is exactly what we want. I'm now going to add a 2 millimeter circle. Click on right plane, click on sketch, go up to here and view on the sketch plane. I now need a circle, and I now need to find the center of this edge here. So when it goes orange, click, drag out, click anywhere, go back to our dimension tool, click on the edge of the circle, drag it out and type 2 millimeters. I can then go and view in 3 dimensions again, and if I go to Features, instead of extruding, which would give us a solid, we're going to extrude a cut. So we want it, we can change the direction it heads by clicking this, and we can do a dimension, or we can click here and go through all. So if I tick that, it will go through the whole will go through the next part that is there. Right, we're now going to create a cut in here. in this face here. So if I select this top face and go sketch and then go view on sketch plane, and then I need to zoom into this area slightly by just scrolling. I now need a rectangle tool, but I need a corner rectangle. I move over here and I'm going to select this edge here and select this edge here. Now I need to go to the dimension tool. I want to select this edge here by clicking and then clicking again on this edge, and now clicking for a third time here. I need this as a 4 millimeters. Press enter. Do the same again, click on this line, move your mouse down, click on this line and click here and put 4 millimeters and enter. If I now look at the three-dimensional view, I have a sketch on this top plane of a rectangle. And then I go back to features, and again I'm going to cut some material away from this edge. So if I go extrude cut, ignore the fact it's gone all the way down here, we're going to put 2.3 millimeters and we're going to tick. So that's now removed that material all the way using that sketch. Now I need to go to fillet and we're going to put 0.5 of a millimeter. Enter. And we're going to select this edge here. And again, if we select the wrong face, don't worry about it. We can either select the face or you could go up here and right click and delete. I now need this edge here. So if I click my mouse and move my mouse around, if I select this edge here and then tick, so that's those two corners done. The last thing I need to do on this part is look at the bottom here, click on this surface and we're going to sketch on this surface. So again, if I view on where I want to sketch, I need to put a circular feature on here. So if I go circle, now I need it in line with the thing here, but I don't need it on here. So I'm going to move somewhere here. We can see this line. If I click and drag my mouse, then go back to the dimension tool, click on the edge of the circle, move my mouse away, and then hit the 9 millimeters and enter. I now need to dimension this from this edge. So if I click on the edge, then click on the circle, then click below and type 20 millimeters and enter, it will move it over here, but I could change this to a different dimension and move it if I needed to. Whereas if I'd drawn it on the centre, it would be locked to the centre and I wouldn't be able to change this dimension. I'm going to press my middle mouse button and move my mouse, and then I'm going to features, extrude, and I'm going to put 1 millimeter in here and tick. That is the first part created. The one thing I haven't done, which I should have done, is save this on a regular basis. So save as, I'm going to find the file I need, which is on my desktop, USB, and then I'm going to create it in here. I'm going to put USB underscore body. So, and it's a part file. That's all for this first tutorial.